in the very beginning, like
Because of
long,
Buddha.
long ago.
Because of
Yeah, I'm
the
not
Buddhistic.
exactly sure why.
Yeah, because Buddha, I somehow remember reading about this. Buddha came into being and he wanted to change a bit of, you know, the precepts of Hinduism or something.
Oh yeah, because there's a thing with Buddhism and Hinduism.
Right,
So,
it was segregated.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what were we talking about?
We're talking about the relationship between the two, yoga and Hinduism.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then a lot of traditions, yoga traditions, also use Hinduism, or Ganesh and Krishna and Shiva, and
They all roll in.
They can roll in, but it is actually very separate. And yoga is it's a means of self-transformation, but it's not a religion, and it's non-sectarian. So if you're Jewish, if you're Christian, if you're Catholic, if you're Muslim, whatever, you can all do yoga, and it doesn't go against
any
religion.
religious ethical grain, so to speak. So since you're gonna sit down here now and give us some poses, basic poses for the next level, the level 2 beginner. What words of advice would you give to somebody who just is like nervous, doesn't even want to think about it, or has thought about it and wants to get started but doesn't want to spend the money, doesn't want to go to the class, doesn't have the time, has kids at home, the laundry's up to here. Just do what?
Just do, I don't know, just do a few minutes a day.
Yeah.
Just do something to keep the spine, pliable
Supple.
and moving, supple, yeah.
That's good advice.
So.
And practice the breath work while you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've taken to doing a lot of my stretches in the bathtub. I know it sounds funny, but I have a really big tub, and I run, really warm water. I put the bath salts in, and I do all of my leg and lower body stretches.
That's great.
It feels fabulous, and I spend probably 10 minutes stretching every night, and then I do my breath work in there. So, I mean, at least I do that every day.
Right.
It's not enough. Now I have your videos, I'll do more.
Right.
So what would you like to share with us, Erin? What are we going to do for second and third?
I'm going to start with a combination of a few different poses, just to, again, warm up the spine.
Okay.
And it's a little bit deeper than the first yoga one that we did.
Okay, the first level?
The first level.
All right, great. I'm going to sit down here on the floor with you and just be a quiet observer and help your cord move around.
So we're going to start on the knees. Again,
Speaking of the knees, I just cracked.
To stretch and strengthen the spine.
Okay.
So we're going to inhale the arms forward and up. Then exhale, come forward, contracting the abdominals. Take the hands down to the floor, chest to thighs, and then hips to heels.
This is the best stretch, I have to tell you. If you do nothing else, do this every day. Oh my gosh.
Inhale up onto the hands and knees. Then from here, exhale, tuck the toes under and press back to downward facing dog.
You open up the whole spine.
And then inhale, lower back down onto the knees, lifting the heart, coming to a table-like position. And then exhale back, chest to thighs and hips to heels. Inhale, lift the chest up off the thighs, standing up on the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up onto the hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide, press the palms of the hands down. Tuck the toes under, press back, down dog. Then inhale, coming back onto the hands and knees.
My dog does this all the time, every day, all day long.
Mine too. And exhale back.
So how many repetitions, Erin?
This is the third repetition. So after I come into down dog, then I'm going to add in some more poses.
Okay. So normally things are done in sets of 3?
I think when you're doing it at home, 3 or 4 is sufficient. From down dog, as you inhale, come through to a push-up position, tucking the tailbone under. You want the wrist directly underneath the shoulders. Then stay here and exhale. And then inhale, lower the hips, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back. Keep the knees up off the floor and the toes tucked under. Then exhale, press back, downward dog. So we're going to do this again. Inhale forward. Stay here. Exhale, contracting the abdominals. And then inhale. Lift the chest, lower the hips.
Wow, great stretch.
And we'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. As you inhale, you still want to keep the tailbone tucked under to protect the low back. You don't want to collapse.
Yeah,
Out.
you've got to be careful.
Then exhale back.
So do you suggest we do the level 1 positions maybe for the first couple weeks and then move to this one?
Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. And then again, just roll all the way up to standing.
That's wonderful.
Okay. So I'm going to use this block. I'm going to put it right between my thighs, and what this does is it creates stability, especially in through the hips and sacrum. So if you have any sacrum issues, hip issues, or you don't really feel stable, you can put a block right here, and you're pressing your thighs into the block.
Okay.
The feet are hip distance apart, and then the belly pulls in and the tailbone tucks under. I'm going to do a combination of 2 poses. For both forward folds. So we're going to start inhale, reaching the arms up and overhead. And then exhale forward, just a very slight bend of the knees. Relax the head and neck down, feeling it stretch in through the back. Inhale, lift the chest, coming up with the flattened upper back, all the way up to standing. Then we're going to exhale, bend the knees deep like you're sitting back in a chair, till the hips come to the same level as the knees, and then forward fold over. Inhale, lift the chest up off the thighs, and then straighten the legs. And then again, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. And exhale, Utkatasana. This is a pretty intense pose. Exhale over.
That must be great for your glutes.
Yeah, and the
And
thighs.
your back of your thighs. Well, the front too.
And then exhale down.
That's excellent.
Okay. So I'd like to do a lateral stretch, which stretches the side of the body. And this is an area that we don't really get to stretch very much. So can I face this way? Or should I face this way? Doesn't matter. All right, let's start here. So you're going to start with the feet about 2.5 to 3 feet apart. And turn the right foot out and the left toes in a little bit. You want to try and keep the hips and the shoulders open. Inhale the arms out. And then exhale. As you exhale, contract your abdominals again to protect your low back. Slightly bend the knee, take the hand right below the knee. Reaching the arm back, feeling a stretch here in through the chest. And then inhale, come back up to standing. And exhale over. And inhale up. Good. And then again, exhale over. Now we're going to stay here. Inhale, reach the arm alongside the ear. gaze up at the palm of the hand. So you want to reach out through the fingertips and down through the heel, so you're stretching in 2 directions. And then exhale, bring the arm back and look down. And inhale up. And then other side. Exhale.
Look at how that opens up your chest.
And I have tight shoulders.
Do you?
And of course, through repetition, you're able to get a little bit deeper each time.
Erin, can you quickly show us one more pose that would be one of your favorites for an intermediate
Sure.
level?
Sure. From here, just take a quick forward fold just to stretch out the back
Okay.
at home. Then, okay, so lying down on the back, heels come back to reach the tips of the fingers. And from here, you're going to, as you inhale, lift the pelvis up off the floor, bringing the chest up towards the chin,
What a great stretch.
and exhale down.
This is definitely intermediate. I'm gonna go home and try it though. That's excellent. Look at how her chest leads.
You have me a block?
Surely.
You can use a block on this pose also, right between the thighs,
Okay.
keeping the knees squeezing towards each other. Again, this opens up the sacrum, creating stability here.
That's great.
And then just pull the knees up to the chest. You can kind of rock a little bit, stretching out here, and then coming into Shavasana.
Shavasana is a nice ending that we have. Relaxation. So we want to thank Erin once again for being with us. Erin, namaste.
Namaste.
The light in me totally, gladfully, joyfully acknowledges the light within you.
Thank you.
And for all of our viewing audience out there, namaste to you as well. And stay tuned with us next week. We'll have Erin back a couple more times, at least 6 or 7 more times, to continue on our merry way with our different levels. Take good care of your health. Start doing some meditation, yoga, breathing. And if you have any questions or would like to reach out to Erin, give me a call. Feel free. All right? Good night. This is Deborah Arneson bringing you Health Quest. Take care.